When picking your driver for 2024, there's a lot of options out there. We know there's low spin models, we know there is max forgiving drivers, and we know that often each brand has something right in the middle. Today we're talking about the most forgiving, and we're talking about that with a mid-handicap golfer. We're talking Callaway, we're talking Cobra, we're talking TaylorMade, we're talking Mizuno, and finally we're talking Ping. Plenty of options out there. Which one is going to be in your price point? Which is going to be the best fitted for you? This mid-handicap golfer has got a driver from another brand we're not testing today, but will these compete, and what are you looking out for? So Dave, take your pick. Obviously all the drivers down there, like I've mentioned, we have the QI10 Max driver, the 10K inertia. We have the Ping G430 10K. We have the Cobra Dark Speed Max. We have the AI Smoke Max. And finally, we have a driver that I'm really enjoying at the moment, the Mizuno ST Max driver. So first up, Dave, you have gone?
TaylorMade Q10 Max.
QI10. Come on, Dave, get it right for the fans. So QI10 Max, obviously straight up here, 10.5 degrees, exactly the same as what Dave has got in his PXG driver. We've got a 55 gram shaft. So again, we are getting everything that is what Dave currently has. But let's see how it performs. Straight away, a nice high launch there, Dave. Sound?
I don't remember how it sounded, to be honest with you. Maybe a bit dull, but...
A little bit dull, but there, obviously, not a bad shot at all. 190 yards going 200, so pretty good for you at the minute.
It's a new swing, Chris.
It is, and it's not left. There we go. So, obviously, it looks behind the ball, Dave. Obviously, we've had a lot of comments, people saying they don't like the look of it. It looks a little bit straight from the top,
I was just about to say, the face looks a bit straight. I don't know whether that would bother me or not. I'd have to sort of play it a bit more.
Yeah.
Nice shiny top, and as always, I like a little...
TaylorMade sign in the middle, yeah, nice logo, so helps him centre the ball, obviously, but...
It's either that or the top mark that James has left, so...
Correct, on the burner, never to be seen again. But obviously here, a bigger head, but obviously a nice shape to it, Dave. Doesn't look too big and clunky.
It's kind of what I'd call a traditional TaylorMade shape.
Yeah. Which is exactly the same, obviously not much bulge on the face. They certainly do look a little bit more square behind the golf ball. Let's see a couple more here, Dave, and let's see the dispersion pattern. And again here, obviously this driver does have a little bit of straight flight technology, and it is designed with obviously variable thickness face to help you straighten out your shots there. That one there was a toe strike, Dave?
It felt like a toe strike, but you can't tell with these carbon faces.
No, you can't see it on there, but also there, I think with a previous driver that would have been a quick left, so a little bit more forgiveness there. And again, didn't lose too much distance from a poor strike. Another nice towering shot there. So front to back dispersion. Within 10 yards,
yeah.
And again, all would probably just be on the fairway, maybe the left one just in the semi-rough. So what are we going to go to next, Dave?
I think we'll try the Ping, Chris.
So you can see there what Dave was talking about, obviously the carbon face. The blue face now here on the QI10, obviously we can't maybe see where the strike pattern potentially is, but a nice shape there with that, a lot of forgiveness in that. But Dave, what's up next?
I think we'll try the Ping, Chris.
Okay. You've not tried this yet, have you? Because we haven't got our hands on one. Mr. Robinson has not let it out of his sight, so...
I wonder why that is.
Well, I know why, and I think the fans know why, Dave. But obviously, with this driver, we've got the carbon top on here, so it's the Max driver, but we've now got a little bit of carbon on the top, so we can now spread that weight a little bit better to get, again, even more forgiveness, and why it is the elusive 10,000 inertia. It's the most forgiving drivers that these companies have ever brought out. That sounded pretty good, Dave.
That felt really nice.
Distance-wise, straight away. 196 going 215. So Dave, that's his first shot with that. And you can see by his face there, he's enjoyed that.
Oh dear.
Again, ball flight, nice and solid. 10.5 degrees of loft. Obviously a senior flex or regular flex even in there, a 55 gram shaft again, so same as what we had in the QI10. No curvature on that ball. Again, a straight one there. What have we got with this one?
Back to the normal numbers, Chris.
180, 190, yeah. But
Still
look,
decent. Still decent.
dispersion-wise, pretty good there, Dave. Let's go one more, because that's, again, 2 pretty straight shots there. There'll be a full video review coming with this in coming weeks when we can get back out on the golf course. A little bit
left.
turned over, but distance-wise, longest ones, Dave. I know that might have snuck into the rough, but straight away there, a little bit more carry so far. Dave has been wanting to get hold of this driver for a while.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying, is that?
It's a shame we can't get it outside today, but right. What is up next, Dave? So a bit of a hit there with the Ping G430 10K. What's up next, Dave?
The Mizuno.
Mizuno. I've really enjoyed this. So I had a review on the channel in the last week with this. Really impressed. Again, numbers-wise, wasn't far behind. Mizuno's always been known for something that just doesn't get the ball speed potentially, but 10.5 degrees here. We've got, again, a light shaft in here, 55 grams. Again, straight up there. Again, this has straight flight technology, a forgiving driver. 180, nice penetrating ball flight.
Decent.
And you can see there, obviously, these are 10.5 degree drivers, but when Dave strikes it right, when he does make a good motion, he's getting a nice, strong ball flight there. And that's certainly what I saw with this driver.
Ooh.
A little bit of a turned over one. You've hit that with pretty much all of them so far. But good distance from there. So still getting, obviously, good distance from not a great strike there, Dave. That was a little bit toey, wasn't it?
Yeah, but as you say, still decent distance.
Still keeping ball
For me,
speed.
anyway.
Yeah, which is a very interesting thing here. Obviously, looks on the top, Dave. This is a little bit of a two-tone finish.
Yeah, it's sort of a weave at the back with a shiny top.
Yeah.
Nice little Mizuno bird running along it to line it up. So
obviously, out of the 3 so far, obviously we know that it's a very particular look with the Ping. We know that it does have the turbulace on there, but a similar finish here, obviously two-toned carbon, obviously weave at the back on the Ping. Same, but with a gloss finish. Which one, again, looks-wise?
Looks-wise, I'm probably saying the Mizuno at the minute.
Mizuno.
I'm not a massive fan of how the Ping looks at the top with the turbulators, but if it worked perfectly, I'd forgive it the looks.
Yeah, exactly. And we did see that's the longest so far. So Ping coming in so far. One more here.
Bit left again, but not terribly left.
No.
You know, it's not off the park, is it?
Strong ball flight just down the left rough and a reasonable distance again from an off-centre strike. So next up we've got, well, 2 to choose from. We've got Callaway or we have the Cobra Dark Speed, which I'm currently using the LS version.
We're going Callaway, Chris.
We're going Callaway, so we're going AI Smoke.
We are.
Like I said, we've tried to keep this test as fair as possible. We've got the fitting kits here at Waterfront, so if you are looking for any fittings, then do give Kyle a call on that number below. We've got all of these in. So 55 gram regular shaft again in here, 10.5 degrees. These are all the brands that we do have here. We don't have Mizuno here, unfortunately, at Waterfront, not yet. Potentially coming in soon. That sounded a great shot, Dave.
Wow.
Best swing, I think, but interesting. 196 going 210. So still not as long as the Ping, but direction, great ball flight, and straight down the middle. And this is where it's deciding. You see here, guys, we've obviously got all different shafts, but all the same, obviously, characteristics of a regular 55 grams. And so far, it's then trying to find which driver Dave likes the best behind the ball, which gives him the best confidence, and which gives him the best performance. And those are 2 of the best shots. Again,
You've ever seen me hit?
Very similar. I'm not going to say that, Dave. I'd never say that.
You didn't have to, Chris.
Obviously, 2 solid hits there. Obviously, right up there with the Ping. So let's go one more. Really there, on level with the Ping. That's 3 down the middle of the fairway. Not as good a strike there, but still not losing much distance,
No.
Dave. So very forgiving there from that one. Obviously, normally somebody might push you into a max, like the biggest driver. Obviously, we know there's the max fast out there as well for slower swing speeds, but that has done the job.
Yeah, that surprises me, does that? I wasn't expecting that to be quite as good as it was.
There we go. Dave's getting a surprise today. Right, Dave. Finally, and up last is the Cobra Dark Speed Max. And we're going to be talking price soon, guys, because obviously one big thing we see here, we've got 5 drivers and we've got 4 totally different price points. So it's all about what you're going to get out of those. So far, it's very interesting. There's a big difference from the most expensive driver here and the least expensive driver. So there's a total cost of £130 difference, Dave, which I know for a Yorkshire man like yourself, that's a lot of Carlins.
This is the driver that you liked early on in the season, isn't it?
Yep, fantastic driver. I like the look of this. Again, a nice matte finish on the top.
It's very plain, isn't it? There's sort of a little mark, Cobra mark, but it's not that obtrusive.
No, it's a bit stealth-like on the top, isn't it? You can't say that word, but dark speed. So 10.5 degrees, like we know, we have got a 55 gram. You will be shocked, everyone, that he's got a 55 gram shaft in here. Cobra really, for me, have made the best driver they've had for years in this driver. And it's the same with the Mizuno, to be honest. So a little bit left.
Lefty.
170 running out to 190. So again, not losing much distance. That might have snuck into the rough, Dave.
Yeah, I'd have thought so.
We can't blame the club.
No, ever.
We'd like to, but unfortunately not.
I hit the ground.
So, we'll discount that one because obviously Dave's fatiguing here in his prime, the young athlete that we have on the channel. So let's let him, a couple of swings, get in a bit. Let's talk price-wise. So obviously coming in at the cheapest, interestingly enough, at £429 is this Cobra Max driver. So this is the driver that comes in at the cheapest. That's a great shot there, Dave. Again, good strike.
Wow.
190 going 210. So right up there with the Ping and the Callaway. So interesting there. So we then have in the Mizuno at 449. So a little bit more expensive for the Mizuno. We then jump up to the 2 that are the same. And these are the 2 that are always competing. These are the ones that have probably the same kind of marketing budget. We have Callaway and we have TaylorMade. So the AI Smoke Max and the QI10 are coming in at £499 here in the UK. And then the most expensive we have, as you obviously know from there, is the Ping. I didn't think Ping was...
Which is a surprise.
Yeah, I've never thought Ping is a notoriously expensive brand, but a lot of comments in our previous videos have said they've always been relatively expensive. So
Ooh.
A little bit high on the face, maybe, Dave. But distance-wise,
decent carry.
Pretty decent carry. 180 going 190.
Yeah.
So obviously very interesting there, guys. 5 different drivers, 4 different prices, but pretty much a mid-handicaps dispersion. So not too bad from Dave. His driver is obviously improving after his lesson, which is on the channel, guys. But very interesting from those that we did get some good distance out of a couple of them. Dispersion was good. But obviously at £130 difference in price, it's quite a big scale.
It's a lot of money.
It is. So guys, obviously if you're looking for drivers this year, we want to put these to the test out on the golf course. What do you want to see us put against each other? What comparisons do you want to see Dave do on the golf course? And we'll see you then.
Decent drive. I like that.
Knocked his socks off.
Liked that.